Hi, my name is DH Dunn, and I am bad at Stellaris. I love this game. I love this game so much. I have about 400 hours in, but I've been playing it off and on since launch, and I have an embarrassingly low level of progress with it. I've never completed a game. I've never won a war. I generally just have 400 hours of starting over and over and over. And yet I keep coming back. This is the only grand strategy game that's ever grabbed me. I've tried Crusader Kings and others, but something about Stellaris, the atmosphere, the music, and the crunchiness of the systems, the idea that you're really building this empire, like, it feels so awesome. And it reminds me a lot of a game that I stream and do a lot on YouTube called The Long Dark. And I loved The Long Dark for its atmosphere and its music and everything for a long time. And it wasn't until I learned a couple tricks from the community that got me kind of over the hump. And then suddenly the game kind of opened up for me. And so that's what I'm hoping this can be. I am absolutely inviting critique, commentary, gentle but helpful criticism. I'm literally just going to play and just show my start. And I want people to tell me, where am I getting this right? Where am I getting this wrong? I also think I'll benefit just from recording it because I'll be talking out my decisions more. But the gap between how much I love this game and what I've experienced in it is so much farther than any other game I've played. There are other games that I'm not good at, but I still have found ways to brute force my way through them and see all the great stuff. I have seen the tip of the iceberg of Stellaris, and I so want to see more. I have watched lots of videos from Aspec, lots of videos from Montu Plays. Those things help me. Something's holding me back. Something is holding me back. I'm hoping that with your help and my love of this game as an engine, I can push myself into having these real great, awesome campaigns and adventures that I see so many people having on YouTube and Reddit, and I just really want to have them for myself. So I'm going to start a new game, and my plan is to just upload this to YouTube. It'll go wherever it goes. If it lands with a thud, then that's fine. I'll just keep on my way. But if there's comments and interest in helping me along, then I will, take everything that was recommended to me, maybe have some notes on the side. Say, okay, this person told me to do this person told me to do that, and maybe I restart again. Maybe I take that advice and apply it to what I get done this time. I'm thinking about 45 minutes. That's how long I generally like YouTube's to go. And yeah, that's it. I have no script, no plan. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just going to roll with it. So I'm going to play this as if it was just totally how I normally go. So I've got all these different things that I've done on the side. I'm never great at coming up with names and things, although I really like the idea of role-playing the race as well. As you can see, I've got all the DLCs, man. I love this game. I just want to play with it. I want to play with it so much more than I've been able to. All right, so we're going to create new because I feel like rather than go random or something, maybe I'm falling off here. Now, this is obviously a complete random choice, and I don't want to spend a lot of my playtime on this. So, I don't know. Let's just go Space Orcs. Looks good. Okay, so we pick these guys. Now, the world choice. I always go role-playing-ish with this choice as well. What kind of a world would orcs live in? But maybe I should be looking at this from more of its strategic. I assume these are all kind of neutral. So I don't know, maybe oceany. Well, let's see. I don't know. Ocean world might be a bit much. See, if you go dead center, I assume that's the easiest one. We'll just go dead center. Be back? I don't like that. Oh, I kind of like Oros. Yeah, we'll go with Oros. That sounds good. Okay. All right. Now, I thought I needed to go to species name. I'm just going to say orcs. Maybe we'll get a little more Warhammery with it. The plural is orcs, and the adjective is orcish. Okay, we hit next. Yeah, humanoid is fine. I know these... Now, here's where we start getting into problems. Okay. I feel so much pressure because I'm doing this in front of everybody now. There's so many of these choices. And I tend to think about, well, because my other big strategy game is Civilization. I'm not a great Civilization player either, but I'm much better than I am in Stellaris. And in Civ, you're thinking early about how you want to win. And so I think like, well, I should probably be going with things that increase, you know, my science gain. Because, you know, science always helps you. Or now, Industrious makes me think I'm going to produce more, but it's just more minerals from jobs. And in my experience, minerals don't seem to be that hard to come by. God, do I really want to go through all of these? I guess I need to, huh? Okay, food rarely seems to be a problem either. Energy credits do seem to be tricky to get a lot of early, but that may be... Now this seems good. Intelligent. You get extra research on all 3 of the types of research. Cost 2, though, which means I would be at a 0. What if I take that, and now I have to take a -1 in order to get something else? So non-adaptive, minus 10% habitability. I think anything other than your home world is 70%, I think, which would drop this down to 60%. I could be wrong about that. Rapid breeders. No, that's a good one. No, we need bad ones. Slow breeders. I almost feel like population growth being slow might not be bad, but then you don't get more pops to make things happen. Slow learners would seem to... Well, that's only the leaders, though. But leaders are very important, aren't they? Quarrelsome. 10% less unity. That's the leader in the clubhouse. Docile. Although, no, that's a good one. No, that's a good one. I keep thinking the red ones are going to be the bad ones. The red ones are the good ones. Weak. I can't have weak orcs. That's just wrong. Now, sedentary, though. Pop growth from immigration is minus 15%. Resettlement cost is plus 25%. So it would seem like it would take you longer to establish new colonies and get them up and running, if I'm understanding that correctly. Solitary. Pop housing usage. Plus 10%. So your planets are basically 90% capacity instead of 100%. Maybe that's a way of looking at that. Repugnant. Deviant. Governing ethics attraction. I do struggle with the ethics thing. Fleeting. Decadent. The only reason I don't want to do slaves, to be honest, is, I mean, obviously there's moral implications there, but it's just another layer of complexity. I need to try to keep this simple. All right, so let's go back to keeping it simple. We found sedentary. Does seem bad. What was the leader in the clubhouse that I said? I think it was No, it wasn't slow breed. Non-adaptive? I can't remember now which one I thought I would take. Slow learners goes against what we did. I'm going to say quarrelsome. And we'll get a little bit less unity, which allows us to pick another good one. Talented. That seems pretty good. But what do we get? We've already emphasized science, so maybe we get something else that helps us on science and just kind of double down, like natural engineers, natural physicists, like get even better. So I'm going to say orcish engineers. They've got this gear in their logo. I kind of like the logo. We're going to go that. Okay, orcish engineers. Okay. So now we're starting a theme is starting to coalesce for me. Mammalian city, sure, that's fine. Oh my god, this thing. I really want to take just the most basic one, which I assume is this. Because I love the origin system. I think it is incredibly cool. But I'm trying to start off with just the most bog standard possible. Through its strife and triumphs, this society has reached every young civilization ambition, a homeworld with unified goals and a path open to the stars. Yes, this seems very basic. We'll go with this. Okay, this is another area that I really struggle. And I know a lot of your game is decided here. I definitely want to have militarists so that I have options. If I want to conquer something, that I'm able to do so. So I think I would also like to be a Xeno phobe. Again, so that I have more flexibility on how I deal with people. And then, what is this? Spiritualist versus materialist. Robot upkeep and research speed plus 5%. This monthly unity, though, offset our unity penalty that we gave ourselves. I'll take spiritualist. We're spiritual orcish engineers. Okay, our government. Election every 10 years. Faction approval is plus 10%. Leader pool size is plus 1. 20 years. Effective counselor skill plus 2. Don't fully get that. Leader pool size is minus 1. The ruler gains experience faster, but not the leaders. Imperial. Leader pool size is minus 1. Capital system. I think I'm going to go democracy. I didn't think I was going to, but the benefits seem strong. Okay. Now, if we are sticking with this science engineer thing, do we have something that really emphasizes that? Like vaults of knowledge. Can build unique vaults of knowledge. Vaults of knowledge produce unity and increase leader experience gain. That's not what I expected. Warrior culture. Replaces entertainment with duelist jobs. Duelists turn alloys into unity, amenities, and naval capacity. Replaces conserved fauna jobs with gladiatorial beast jobs. That's cool. I don't know. I'm kind of into this, even if it's not the right thing. Army damage goes up 10%. War exhaustion is minus 10%, but it doesn't really line up with our other picks. I don't feel. Reanimators. That seems awesome. Natural design. Where's like we're really good at science? Eager explorers? Nah, that doesn't really fit. Wait, hey. Dimensional worship, death cult, cutthroat politics, crusader spirit, Corvée system, citizen service, catalytic processing, ascensionists, anglers, barbaric display. There's so much here. I'm gonna have to make a choice here, right? Well, functional architecture sounds like something engineers would do. Building and district cost is minus 15%. Planetary build speed is raised by 15%, and you get an extra building slot. That sounds good. Master crafters also sounds like, nope, it's artisans. It's not engineers. I love this track. I love every track. Mining guilds. Extra mineral from miners. I mean, I did say it doesn't seem hard to get them. But if it was the wrong choice, people will tell me. We are a theocratic republic, okay? Advisor voice, sure. The name. Oh, no, that's too long. Orcish Allied Domains, the OAD. I like it. I'm into this flag pretty much. I think I might want to change the color. A little bit. No, that's not good. No, I don't like that. That's kind of interesting. A lot of red. It's pretty cool. Yeah, we'll go with that. Ship appearance. We've got the mammal ships. Ruler appearance. Sure. I don't... Rasa. Sounds like a girl. Okay, she's the revered elder. Let's rock this thing. Okay, wait, nope, we still got ruler traits. More choices, more choices. You know what this reminds me of a little bit? Another game I really tried to get into. Planescape Wrath of the Righteous. I so want to get into this game, and it just overwhelms you with choices at the beginning, and I don't know which ones are the good ones. Okay, Principled. Strict Code. Follows Empire's morals. Stability +2. Mining Rush. Extra minerals. Logic Understanding. No. Eye for Talent. Leader Experience Game. That sounds good. Okay, I like that one. Okay, Rasa. Alright, let's do this thing. Yes. Save them. Done. And I'm just going with default. Default everything. So I'll run through these quickly. And some of them I will honestly not really know why they're important. Galaxy size, small, fine. Shape is elliptical. I know there are other options. There's like spiral and disc or something. Ring. We'll go with elliptical. AI Empires is 6. Advanced AI starts is 1. Fallen Empires is 1. Marauder Empires is 1. Technologies costs are all standard. Crisis strength is 75%. 0.75. Crisis type is random. I've never seen the Crisis. I've never seen any Crisis. I've never made it to the mid-game. Never seen the end game. I want to see all of it. Staying with the Ensign difficulty. Scaling is off. Difficulty adjusted AI modifiers is off. Don't even know what that does. Difficulty adjusted technology costs. I mean, I could like mouse over this and it would tell me. This controls how much the select difficulty affects the research cost of technologies. This is a greater effect on more advanced technologies. AI aggressiveness is normal. Empire placement random. Advanced neighbors is off. Hyperlane density. Everything else is set to standard. 2 habitable worlds. L-gates are on. Carabineers are on. Xenocompatibility is on. Logistic growth ceiling. This controls how large the pop growth bonuses are when planets are in the middle of the logistic curve. The higher it is, the faster the pops will grow. Warning, the setting may have late-game performance and balance implications if increased. And Iron Man is on. I've never seen this screen. That must be from one of the newer DLCs. Okay, the Orcish allied domains in the Aeons. Since the first primitive orc communities took shape in the meadows and forests of Oros, our civilization has spread and prospered. Great achievements were made, both in advancement of science and on the spiritual plane, as we sought to expand our understanding of the universe and the role we play in it. A council of our most learned priests was convened to advise our elected leaders, a tradition that continues to this day. Now, after the discovery of the Hyperlane network, the finest minds of the Orcish allied domains have finished development of the first hyperdrives. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp. It just gets me so pumped. I'm so excited. I want to do good. Okay, so one thing is I do not generally run the game on high speed. I will run it on normal or slower because there's so much happening. All right, let's see. I also want to look at the time so that I give myself enough good playtime. All right, let's get into this. So I leave it paused when I start. The first thing I usually do is there's usually stuff in your home system that is not hooked up. And I will usually grab a research place ahead of mining. So I'll get the construction ship, Yindan the Strong, and I'll build a research station here. Then the second thing I usually do is pop out, see what I know about the universe and where we are, or the galaxy and where we are. So we are over here on the left edge, which is nice, I feel, because it's going to take us longer to meet people, but to be honest, people scare me. So I want to be ready for them. I get my science ship, which has my scientist in it. Scientist's name is Limithara. I try to know. All right, and we're going to send Limithara to the nearest system I'm connected to that has a planet. So you go here. Okay. Back into the home system we go. And we're going to set our first researches. So I generally always pick the ones that have a global economic or systemic impact. So like this one. This makes all my technicians give me more energy. I'll pick this over lasers because I assume I don't really need that yet. Or a building that I can make and there's subsidies that I can do. But I feel like this is the one that's going to be impactful first. Field modulation. And there will probably be versions of that in the other two. Now, I have 4 options on society. One of them is highlighted. I feel like I should know why. Additional, no. Why do I have this 4th option? I have the same speed for everything. 2%, 2%, 2%. Not sure. Okay, so this gives me 5% more unity across the board. I'm kind of into that because, again, it offsets the penalty that I gave myself early. Pop growth speed, I don't know if I want to grow fast or not. This gets me more food from farmers, but right now I feel like that's doing all right. Now, this is going to take how long to complete? 117 months. What is that? Like, how many years is that? 10 years? That can't be 10 years. No. Is it? Well, but it is if we never raised our science, but we're going to. I'm going to grab planetary unification. All right, finally, engineering. This is my pick here for the same reasons on my physics research. I feel like this is a global impact that scales, and it's just always good. You know, you'll get coil guns, but at some point you'll have something better than coil guns. This one is also a global impact with the worker pop resource output, but I'm going to grab geothermal fracking. Having done that, I generally will now unpause, groove to the music, and probably look at my planet. And I'm going to pause again. So, this is, I think, the aspect of the game that, well, it's a big horse race. Which aspect of the game do I struggle with the most? But this is definitely in the conversation. So I understand that these are my districts, and I know that if I build too many districts, my empire size goes up. And I don't really care about that until, like, it's okay to go over the line. You just don't want to go too far over the line. And I do understand that you've got 3 tiers of jobs, basically. And, if somebody stays unemployed at their tier for too long, they drop down to the next tier, I think. And this suggests that we don't have enough jobs yet, or we don't have enough workers to fill all our available jobs. There's 1 out of 3 working in this area. That closed it when I didn't want to close it. Oh yeah, we go over here. So even though I can make buildings, I don't know that I should. I do remember a long time ago there being this advice of adding an alloy production early because you're going to need that to make ships. But I don't think I can afford one. I'm surprised it doesn't like filter out what I can't afford. Stronghold, temple, resource salad, research, Holother's, commercial zones, affiliate industries. Alloy foundries is what I'm thinking of. It's a metallurgist job. The metallurgists turn minerals into alloys. Now, are metallurgists workers? Technician, miner, farmer? No. Researcher, priest, enforcer, metallurgist. So it would be a specialist. So I would need an unemployed specialist before making that building would make any sense, I think. Now, I'm going to get a new orc in 4 months. That new orc is probably going to be a worker. I mean, a worker tier, right? what would make him what would make him go up? This is where it loses me a bit. Okay. Anything else we need to know about this planet? Armies and holdings, I think, is stuff I don't care about. Features. We've got the wastelands that we can take out, and these give us extra stuff to making districts. The slums give me an extra pop. And right now, I think I have... Now, that's the trade value. How many pops do I have? 32? Okay, 32 pops. Okay. All right. Back to unpause. Good grief. I have no idea if this is good, bad, interesting, not interesting. I guess if you're still watching, maybe it's interesting. No idea. All right, so if we go over here, we see... Now, this is something else I do a lot, is I love just watching them do their stuff, right? So, like, there is a lot of RPG in this for me. I do like RPGs a lot. I had so much fun with Baldur's Gate over the past year. So I do kind of get into it.
Construction complete.
Okay, hang on. All right, so we've completed the research station. All right, so we want to go back over there and get the construction ship to do something else. Now, I do know if I go out here, I can see there's minerals and power. I'll grab the mineral first. I could give him, I think... Like, I could hold down shift and then I think give him combined orders. I think you also maybe from here can just go build mining stations, but I don't have enough. I don't have enough materials. In fact, I don't have enough to do anything. You might as well just stay there, dude, because you're right next to this thing. Yeah, but you can't build that for a while. We're lacking 17. All right, so we'll wait for the month to end. I bumped the speed. And I'm going to go back here to the construction ship. Whoops, go back into here. And I'm still going to tell him to go do this first. Go grab that. WX12193. Just rolls off the tongue. WX12193. They have like hats and t-shirts that say, you know, I went to WX12193 and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. Okay, we're paused. The Yin and the Strong made a startling find on Kermit 01. The planet is teeming with alien life, so we've discovered life. Society research gained 250. Let's see what the impact of that is. Significant. Significant impact. That almost cut. Compared to the other two researchers, it almost cut the time in half. And we should have... Now, wait a minute. Shouldn't we have more science research? Yeah, we do. Society. Hang on. I want to understand this. No. Go away. You, get out of the way. I built this thing right here. This. Here. Mondak's Retreat. It's collecting 2 extra science. Okay, there's what I'm looking for. So we gain 18 physics a month and 20 society a month, 22 engineering a month. Okay. The priests and Oros have a generally favorable reaction. They report of complex yet dumb organisms. Okay. Nothing worthy of note on that. Now, here we go with another big choice. Traditions. This used to be a little easier for me because you couldn't pick everything all at once. Now everything is available. I mean, I'm just swimming in options here. How do I know which one is the right one? Well, what are my goals? I feel like science is my goal. I want to have as much science as possible. Since I'm going to be behind the 8 ball when I meet other races, I want to have the advantage of having higher technology with them than them. So let's see. Surest way to make curiosity about the universe. We must expand our civilization. Politics, statecraft, subterfuge, supremacy, unyielding, cybernetics. I feel like discovery. What does that do for me? To boldly go. So it's all Star Trek-y. We survey systems faster. It's good. We disengage faster, keep our science ships alive. Sounds good. Our research alternatives, right there. Bam. That's a reason to do it to me, is that you're adding 25% research choices. You're going to have 4 choices instead of 3. So I'm going to adopt it just based on that. Adopting... What do we get for just taking it? Adoption effect. Unlocks agenda and chart the unknown. Unlocks the edict, map the stars. And our research's anomaly research speed is up by 20%. Adopt, please.
Council agenda available.
Okay, now we got to go to the council. Another thing. They are up here. Yes, here they are. So here's the Orcish Council. We've got our head of research, revered elder, minister of defense, and minister of state. We have no open edicts, and right now we're almost complete with the agenda of infinite opportunities, which does what? Makes all our pops happier. Now, I remember seeing a video that I think was from Montu, saying that the first one you should pick of these is expand the council. But this is almost done. I feel like we might as well just let it finish, and then we'll do expand the council. Wrong decision? Could be. Alright, we're going to let things run. Construction ship is doing nothing. Why? Didn't I tell you to make the... Oh, you did. You did it already. You're amazing. Alright. Well then. And I'll tell you what. I feel like one of the things that I want to do is name stuff in the game after people who have commented with advice and tips. So I'll be looking for that, and I will next time out put some names in. So for now, because it's hard to remember Yindan the Strong, but I'll remember Stellaris Master 77 or something. Okay, we had one more thing, which was this right here. Mining station, there we go. Okay. So I'm asking you to backseat me. I really am. Just be nice about it. Yeah, chart the unknown has been unlocked. I do want to know what it is, though. Infinite opportunity. Chart the unknown. Survey speed. Oh, it makes the surveys even faster. Better chance of discovering anomalies. That does sound like something good to have. Okay. I remember this music from when the game came out. And really, really liking it. God, I love the soundtrack to this game. I listen to it all the time. I'm a writer, and this is one of my main soundtracks for writing. Is just put on the Stellaris OST, on a tab, and then just go to town. It's so good. It's so epic.
Construction complete.
All right, construction is complete here. Now, we cannot expand until we have surveyed something. Another thing I usually do early that I hadn't done yet was build myself another science ship. I usually end up with like 3, 4, even 5 of them. I'm actually doing very fast because right now nothing is happening. Habitable events, sure.
Situation log.
I pretty much always say yes to that. Okay, other science ship is ready. Okay, we gotta hire ourselves a scientist. Recruitable leaders. 41. 35. What's your trait? I'd much rather have like a good... Oh, here it is. You're a militarist with your ethics. That's interesting. But what about, like, don't you have like a... Oh, here we go. Okay, hang on, I'm not ready. Too much going on. I'd rather have this person. They have a bad one too, though. They're melancholy. So they... So these two cancel each other out. Plus, they're going to live 10 years or less. But the council agenda speed plus 5% seems strong. Unity from jobs if he's a governor. Architectural interest. Building a district upkeep minus 10%. Planetary build speed. I mean, those are probably great. I think I'm going to take this guy. Alright. List him. Science is the mirror of the divine, says list him. Okay. So, since we already have these guys over here, we'll put these guys here. And then something came up. Unity, I think. It's time to make a choice. Or not. Boy, I really thought they said it was time to make a Unity choice. Nothing's available, though. Alright, I missed whatever. Switch to spend. Alright, back to fast. Back to fastest. Maybe the edict was ready? No, the edict couldn't be ready yet.
System survey complete.
Okay, survey's complete. So for my anything surrounding my home planet, I always grab all these sectors, whether there's anything good in them or not. So throw a starbase over there.
Council agenda ready.
Council agenda is ready, but I am not because I need this science ship to go somewhere else. Thank you. There's no anomalies here. Potentially habitable. Catamel 1, we should look at that. I'll go grab this stub quick. Let's look at Catamel 1. What do I understand about it? It's a wet continental world. It has dangerous wildlife. It has crystalline caverns. Oh, that's kind of cool. Hot springs or veined cliffs. I don't know if these are major features or not. It seems pretty generic. Okay, is everybody doing stuff? No unemployment and oh, there we go. There we go. All right, yeah, council agenda is ready. Infinite opportunities. Can we just activate? Launch it. Okay, that's 4% happiness. Oh, it's 4% while you're doing it. 10% once you've launched it. Now, if I look at Oros, can I see that? Please stop unpausing. Where's my happy? No. That's stability. 75% pop approval rating. I mean, that does look good. If I look at an individual pop, will I see the happiness? Like if I look at just... Wait, don't do that. This dude. No. I don't know that you can get down to that level. Okay, well, fair enough. Back to Unity. And then we'll work on our next edict. To boldly go sounds great, but I want this research alternatives. Okay, council. You have a new agenda, and it is chart the unknown. Or is it expand the council? I think I'm going to stick with chart the unknown. People will tell me if that was wrong. I hope. All right, so we have surveys going on here. Surveys going on here. And, no. Excuse me, we have construction going on here. Surveys here and here. All right. Our detailed survey of Winseth 4. Although it is currently unsuitable for life due to noxious gases, capable of sustaining a hospitable atmosphere. So maybe terraformed. Terraformed. Okay, good to know. Can't do anything about that right now. I want to get these two systems surveyed, and then I think I probably will call this one, because I don't want to have so much for you guys to comment on. That, because I'm sure I've made 100 mistakes already. Okay, so this is Limthara. This is the scientist we hired. And they have leveled up, so they could get one of these 3 traits. Scientist class. Anomaly discovery chance 15%. It seems like that's a no-brainer. They're out on the ship. So yeah, I'll take that. Okay, construction. Grab this mining station. Love this track. I'm going to say that for every track that goes by. That one always sounds to me like something they'll play at like the national anthem kind of thing, like at a sports game or something. Okay, we are
Anomaly found.
2 years in. Now, here's something. I usually leave the anomalies until they're done surveying the system so that I can get to work on the system. I don't want to hold up my construction ship. And then if the anomalies are easy, I let the current scientists work on them. Otherwise, I leave the really hard ones and I get a third science ship that's only job is to do big anomalies. Right? Wrong? Don't know.
Construction complete.
Okay, so all construction here is done. Which of these systems is going to be better for me to stage you at? I don't know. Probably here, because we'll be able to go backwards and grab that guy later anyway, so just move here. We took care of this, right? No, revered Elder Rasa. Oh, that's our leader. Eye for Talent 2. Leader experience gains 10%. Fertility. Pop growth 3%, 10%. Or shipwright. Ship build speed 5%. I feel like this is the most impactful. Okay, we knew about this. We knew about this. Okay. Is this a new track? I don't know this one. I'm into it, though. Very new wave. Alright, Unity time again. So I can choose between to boldly go, faster survey speed, or Polytechnic Education, which increases my leader pool size, which I now think I'm misinterpreting. Is the leader pool how many leaders you can have? No, I think it's how many leaders you can pick from. I think I was misinterpreting what that was. I'm going to take to boldly go. Yeah. Alright, so now we just have the 2 surveys going on. More level ups. I love it. Minister of State. Governing. So this is a governor of Auroros. We could raise their lifespan by 20 years. Make them a good spy. Now, since they're the governor, I think I might want to do this one. Building and district upkeep minus 10%. Planetary build speed. Yeah. That sounds great. And now we have another one. Minister of Defense. Fleet Organizer. Naval capacity plus 15%. Oh, I haven't made any military. Oh, shit. Emergency FTL. Ship hull points. That's if they're actually leading a ship, I think. I'll take Fleet Organizer. And this one up from 21 to 23. Over at the shipyard, grab me 3 Corvettes, please. I have never dared design my own ships. I really want to. It sounds super fun, but I've been too intimidated to try it. This is very much me jumping out into the middle of the pool to learn how to swim in front of everyone. It's the only way I'm going to get there. Okay, the asteroid, this is an anomaly. Okay, good to know. Leave that be until you're done. Unless you are done. Oh, you are done. I am also done. But so now you can research the anomaly. Construction ship, I wish I'd sent you the other way, but whatever. Life goes on. When Andrusa is complete, or when we get another research complete, I'll stop it. Okay, the asteroid collision. Upon closer examination, we've discovered a smaller asteroid consisting almost entirely of precious metals that collided with this one. Small but dense cache of metals was hidden just beneath the surface. Now that it's discovered, it should be accessible to mining. Nice. Okay. Good to know. So you are all set over there. So why don't you head here to Junjust. Is that what it is? Jun? I can't see. Jurnast. Excuse me. Construction ship just sitting there. How close is science ship to being done? This might be your last survey. Wait, you haven't surveyed that, I don't think. You know, oh, well, it's paused for one thing. So...
System survey complete.
Okay, and we've got a challenging anomaly there. So we'll leave that be. It's level 2. We might let these guys grab it after they're done. So I think I want to take you over here. Or here. Which way do I want to head? Hard to say. I guess I'll go here because this is a choke point between two systems. I don't know. Okay, so we have completed that. Let's see where the researchers are. Okay, they've got a ways to go. So I think I'm gonna call it here. And we'll see how this experiment goes. You know, the series is about called A Quest to Improve, because I really want to get better at this game. If you can comment and let me know what you think of the idea, if you want me to talk things out more, whether you think I should just straight up restart, let me know what you think. And any advice you guys have, really appreciate it. If you like this video and you want to get subscribe, fair warning, the majority of my content is for the survival game The Long Dark. I do upload new videos for The Long Dark every day, but I do play a lot of other games, and I do really love to record. This is like my hobby, is editing, and I love video editing. I love putting stuff up on YouTube. It's just so fun for me. So there will be more stuff, and the more interest I get in this, the more I will do of this. So if you like this and you want to see more, you can subscribe. If you give it a like, that also helps me. That's going to do it for me. I'll be back next time until someday I can say I am good at Stellaris. But for now, I'm DH Dunn, and I'm bad at Stellaris. Bye-bye.